But I'd like to record these so that people can enjoy them also if they can't make it live. Um, yeah, hope you're all doing well today in this Sunday. Today I felt the topic, um, I'm always been curious about this. Um, I've been practicing Vipassana meditation for a long time, and I always felt there's some aspect missing for me of love, like how. And of course, we have the metta practice, loving kindness practice, which cultivates more this unconditional love towards all beings. But I've been curious how to actually do the practice of Vipassana and stay in a little bit more of a loving awareness type practice, where we're still working with the principles of Vipassana, where we're observing the comings and goings, not attaching to things, but not in a kind of cold or detached way, but more in a gentle, loving way. Um, and actually reading more about love and what is this feeling of love actually, and by love I mean really the feeling of love, not so much the love that is directed at something or a person, but more the state of love, the vibration of love in our system. And we are, yeah, this kind of basic nervous system. And I'm not an expert in this, but um, reading about it a little bit. And yeah, we have, as you probably know, we have our sympathetic nervous system and we have our parasympathetic nervous system. Sympathetic being more that which increases energy when we're aroused. So it can be negative, it can be anger or reactivity, but it's also positive, like when you're feeling very activated and motivated, there's also more sympathetic activation. And then we have the parasympathetic nervous system, which is has kind of three different states it can be in, or three different areas. One being um, collapsed, so kind of shut down. This is more like this freeze response, or when an animal is playing dead, this withdrawing inwards response, this withdrawal inwards. Um, it can be dysregulated, so it can be that um, our parasympathetic is not active. So this is when we feel very restless, very stressed, very anxious. There's a lot of sympathetic activation, but not balanced with parasympathetic calming activation. Um, and then also a function of the parasympathetic nervous system is um, to be regulated and to feel connection to others. So when we feel we are calm and connected, when we're in a social setting, when we're maybe with loved ones, family, there is this sensation of connectedness to our environment, to our loved ones. There's a sensation of care for you, care for me, um, and this is really the state or the vibration of love that I want to work with today. Um, the ventral, the technical term is ventral vagal nervous system activation, and how we can stay in that regulated, loving, caring state while practicing Vipassana meditation. Um, yeah, and there's something here also about the heart. So the heart space where we feel love, actually, where we feel joy, and when we feel quite warm and loving, and with someone loved ones, we can feel this more slightly warm feeling. Maybe you've noticed this in your life. Maybe you're very familiar with it, but maybe there's a little bit of warm feeling in the heart area. We touch our heart. Thank you, and thank you for being here. So this area of the body is very correlated with this ventral vagal nervous system, this part, the nervous system that helps us feel connected and loving. So the way we will practice Vipassana today is we're going to actually not so much focus in the breath in the belly, but more focus in the breath in the heart. And this is not so much the breath in the lungs, it's really more about the emotional, energetical quality that you feel in your heart. And I'm going to guide you a little bit through some practices of opening the heart. So forgiveness. So we're going to do a little bit of forgiveness sometimes when we don't forgive something, ourselves or others, then the heart is closed, is tense, is maybe numb also, can be numb, not feel anything there. So a little bit softening the heart with forgiveness, and then a little bit of loving kindness practice, which is a type of samadhi practice, a little bit of sending loving kindness, a little bit more opening the feeling of the heart. And then from there, starting to practice Vipassana, observing phenomena coming and going. Yeah. Is there any questions, or maybe someone has something to share about that, or something I said, something you want to add from your experience about any of this, anything like this? No. Okay. Good. I also want to draw a little picture. I just got this uh, amazing scroll. It's really magical scroll because what it can do, you can paint on it with water, and then the water evaporates again and the scroll becomes blank after a few minutes. So it's also good practice of impermanence and letting go of the beautiful drawings, and also letting go of the ugly ones that you draw. So let's see how this one will be. But this is a meditator he kind of looks like a meditator.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we want to this area of the heart, we're going to focus here more. So maybe for you it's more the physical heart, but this is also the surrounding area. So it's the whole heart space, like how they like to call it in conscious communities and yoga, the heart space. Where we feel love, mostly now we also in our society a lot with the mental space. Now we feel we are in our head and using our brain a lot. With Vipassana, we can also start to feel like we are more in the body, more embodied. Also with movement practices, yoga, etc., more embodied. And these are really places in the nervous system that are, centers. Like the chakra system is a way of where they break it up into 7. Here I'm just putting 3: the mental, the heart, the belly. And when we practice Vipassana normally, we're focusing more on the belly, which helps to drop the energy down more into our center. And now we're going to work more with bringing focus here in the heart space. See now that it's already evaporating the figure. Look, the heart space and expanding it. Yes. And this is the ventral vagal. Ah, sorry. I messed up the vagal, but ventral vagal nervous system, sympathetic, parasympathetic nervous system activation. So we'll do just sitting meditation. And yeah, let's begin. And feel comfortable, get comfortable. Maybe take a moment to keep your eyes open, to relax the eyes, soften the eyes. If you can look out the window, maybe looking out a window. If there is something alive in your surroundings, like a plant, maybe have a look at the plant and feel that sense of aliveness of something you're looking at, whether it's a plant or nature outside, or maybe just other humans, maybe other humans in your house, in your some you can see or you cannot see. Feel this life outside you. And at the same time you are in your safe place, in your safe space where you feel you can sit, you can meditate, you can practice undisturbed. So we need to feel safe in order to be ventrally regulated. We need to feel safe in order to feel love and care. And then we need to feel relaxed. So make sure that your body is comfortable. And when you feel, you can close your eyes. And feel your body. Feel your body in space. Feel the ground, the cushion or chair. Feel the shape of your body, the shape of your whole body, the posture. Like you are a sculpture. And then feel the life inside your body. So you are not a stone sculpture, you are a live sculpture, breathing sculpture. So much movement, warmth, tingling. There's life and movement inside. So there's life outside, plants, creatures, humans. And you can feel your own aliveness, your own vitality inside. And feel this life all the way also into your extremities, into your fingertips. They are tingling with warmth, with aliveness. Inhabit your arms all the way to the fingertips. You can just also gently move the fingertips, like feeling they are active and alive and ready to tasting the environment, feeling the environment, and also ready to move, inhabiting your hands, fingers, fingertips. And let's go to the legs. So feeling your legs and how you have the ability to move them. Maybe there's some small micro movements you make all the way down to the feet, ankles, soles, toes, tips of the toes. Wiggle a little bit the tips of the toes, fully inhabiting this body full of life. And then there's so much life inside your torso, from the pelvis that contains your digestion, your reproductive system, genitals, lower intestines, also adrenal glands, lymph nodes, and also the belly area, how much life there is in the belly area, deep inside and on the surface, not only the breathing, but also the whole organs, the kidneys, all these life affirming, beautiful organisms supporting you, supporting your body. And moving up further to your ribs, inside your ribs, so much is happening. The lungs, the diaphragm is moving at the bottom of the ribs, the heart. Every inhale you take, fresh air, oxygen coming in, being supporting the lungs, making it to blood, the blood going to your heart, the heart distributing this life force energy throughout your body. In yoga, they call it prana. In Taoism, they call it ki or ji. That's spreading all this life force energy, nutrition, nourishment, oxygen throughout your whole body, into the fingers, into the toes. Everything working together inside, supporting you. And further up, moving to the neck, the throat. Feel the quality of the throat and the voice that you have. Moving up further into the skull, the bottom of the skull, the jaw, the face, and inside the brain with its extreme complexity, extreme richness, extreme intelligence. Feel this faculty of intelligence, of thinking, of conceptualizing, of processing. Wow, so many billions of neurons inside your brain, but also inside your body and your whole body is one, alive, constantly modulating. We don't even know what's happening in the body. There's so much happening there to keep all this alive. As soon as the heart stops pumping, then everything starts to decay very quickly. Within a few days, the body is rotting. So how much energy, how much process is happening inside to just be alive is extremely, it's a miracle. Let alone to speak, to act, to think, to interact with the world. What's it like to feel this aliveness in yourself? Aliveness in your heart. See if you can make the smallest, most subtle opening of the heart. Like a movement, but it's almost invisible. It's just an energetical movement, like you are just opening the arms of the heart. Maybe opening the sternum slightly. Very subtle. There's so many tissues around the heart, fascia, ligaments, the ribs around the muscles, the heart beating inside. Maybe let's make some micro movement to feel this heart space inside and the complexity of what's going on in there in the heart space. And let's feel the breathing here in the whole body and in the heart. Not so much in the lungs, not actually where the breath is going, but more the quality of the breath in the heart space. The opening and closing, expanding, contracting. In the energetical heart space. And let's make almost an invisible smile. Actually, imagine, but don't do it yet. Imagine you are about to smile, but don't smile. What does that feel like? Where do you feel that? Imagine, but don't do it. Smile. The bare initiation of a smile. And let this energy of the bare initiation of the smile, bring it into your mind, smiling mind, and into your heart, smiling heart, and smiling body. If you like, you can take a deep breath. Gentle sigh. If that felt good, you can do it again, taking a deep breath. Gentle smile, gentle sigh, smiling heart. And then we're just going to say some phrases, and you don't need to force anything. Just see what comes up for you. Be curious about what comes up for you when you say these phrases, and stay right there with a smiling heart, with a breathing heart. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. And you can just say it in your mind and just see what happens. We're not trying to create any result. We're gently just allowing this phrase to soften us. And there might be some memories or thoughts that come up, more feelings, sensation, or maybe even nothingness, nothing, blankness, numbness. And whatever comes up is exactly what needs to come up. And you can even forgive yourself for whatever comes up. If there's resistance, if there's doubt about what you can forgive yourself for, if there's blankness or numbness or you cannot forgive this also. I forgive myself. Feeling the body, feeling the heart, smiling heart. I forgive myself. Sometimes a sigh comes, that's okay. It's also your nervous system regulating. In the next phrase, I forgive you. I forgive you. Whatever comes up in response to that from inside is exactly what needs to. I forgive you. Softening the heart space, reawakening the smiling, bare initiation of smile, smiling heart. I forgive you. And soften into that, soften into the vulnerability that follows. What a vulnerable, courageous act to forgive. I forgive you. This is for ourselves. I forgive you. I forgive myself. I forgive you. And then for a moment, let's drop forgiveness and stay in the echoes of that, whatever it created for you. Rest into that feeling. Allow it to breathe, to change, to move. It's a particular vibration, particular energy in your body, even if there was only a subtle shift. We don't need to feel anything strong or amazing, maybe very subtle sense of softness or openness or vulnerability or tenderness, the tender heart. And feel this connection now with this life outside also. This aliveness inside and this aliveness outside you. The people, the plants, the beings, the purity inside everyone. And bring to mind someone you care about, someone maybe who you do not have sexual relation with, a friend, a mentor, someone whom you have a more simple relationship with, simple, not so complicated, and you feel a subtle sense of care for them. Can be a best friend, can be a parent, can be a mentor, can be even someone imaginary, someone dead, someone alive, can be an animal. And bring this person into your heart space. Bring the image, the feeling of this being into your heart space. With the smiling heart, smiling face, smiling mind, smiling heart. Let's let's awaken more the feeling of love with some phrases. And again, these phrases, we don't need to make anything of them or with them. We say them and then we see what happens. And whatever comes up is exactly what needs to come up. May you be happy. May you be happy. May you be happy. Bring this person to your heart space. Bring them inside you. Rather than sending the love outside, send this to this person inside you. May you be happy. May you be happy. And whenever you get distracted, whenever there is a thought that arises, which you follow something else, you perceive a sound, you think about the sound, anything else, recognize and release, and then return to the heart space. Smiling heart space. May you be happy. If this feeling of subtle love, care, well-meaningness, some energy of this is there in the heart space, you can drop the phrase, you can drop the person, and just sit in that, dwell in that well-being, that love. Maybe you wouldn't call it love, maybe you call it something else. Joy, compassion, well-being, well-meaningness, fulfillment, ease, goodwill, peace. Allowed to breathe, allowed to move. And when you need to come back, you can come back with, may you be happy, or any other phrases we used, or anything we used to open the heart space. And we sit there in this quality, in this loving awareness, loving consciousness. Love is something already present. We don't need to create it. It's already there, already in the world, already inside us. Tenderness, a subtle sense of care, without object. Sometimes this love takes an object, a person, myself. But what is love without an object? What is care, tenderness without an object? Just a vibration. And with this vibration in your heart, in your body, gently notice what's happening in your experience. Bodily sensation, thoughts, sounds, all happening inside you, inside this tender, loving awareness. Every sound, every sensation, every thought is really also an indication of life. It's life force in all its expressions. And these come and go in the mind, in the vast mind, in the loving awareness mind. Experiencing them clearly without disliking, without attachment. Resting as loving awareness. Every time you recognize and release something, some grasping, some wanting, the release is love itself. Gently, more and more, turning the mind towards the investigation of phenomena, of sensations, sounds, mental sensations, physical sensations. Investigation means, in Vipassana, means to see how they arise and see how they pass, sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. All sensations are impermanent. All reactions to these sensations are impermanent. And what remains is love. And keep returning to love not as something abstract or outside you, not as a concept or something you have to do, but more something that happens when you release, when you let go of doing something, when you rest. Smiling heart, resting, smiling heart. And let's receive the love that is already in the world. Allow your mind to think of the goodness that is already here in this world. Maybe it's act of kindness, maybe it's people, maybe it's something you heard or imagined. Maybe it's something you are already doing. How you are nice to someone, how you smile at someone, how you do something caring for someone even they don't know. There's already so much care and love in this world. Maybe just today, something you did today or yesterday. Maybe even for yourself, something caring or loving you did for yourself. Maybe consciously, maybe unconsciously. Maybe it was just this, showing up for this meditation. something loving you did for yourself. There's a vibration of love, of care in the world that is always there, that is also within us. Sometimes fierce love, sometimes vulnerable love, sometimes stillness love, sometimes full-on action love. And this love with presence, love with awareness, not blind, not dissociated, not ignorant, not personal. This love with presence, with awareness of what's happening inside, outside. Love with clear awareness of what impedes it, what hinders it, what makes our heart tense, and forgiveness of that. And love with equanimity. Love with equanimity. Love with a balanced mind. Love not with a mind which is craving, clinging to some outcome, some result, some way it has to be, but love with a balanced mind. And let's bring both of the hands now onto the one on the belly, one on the chest. Or maybe actually let's hug ourselves. So bring one hand to one shoulder, the other to the other side of the torso. Butterfly hug. And breathe into the self hug. Feel the aliveness under your hands. That is your body. And you can gently brush your arms, your face, your head, brushing your torso, your legs, your feet, and opening the eyes, your back. Any movement that you feel to come out of you at the end of the session. Any stretch, any twisting, squeezing. Ah, amazing. Thank you guys so much for your practice, your presence, your focus. Yeah, I now there's a little bit of time, space if you want to stay and chat a little bit or listen or ask questions, very welcome. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining this meditation. Every Sunday we meet, and yeah, thank you for the support, also for the community. See you more. And yeah, welcome to hang around. Thank you, Klaus. Thank you, Lanya. Will you share the recording? Yeah, I think I'll put it on